Hey girl, hey. Hey, hey, hey. Welcome back to Out of My Shell. Woo! Okay, so I don't want to have you guys have my face all covered, and hopefully you can see my head. I know it's a whole different little setup your girl got. I know. So, welcome. Tonight is the close of This Is My Confession. Hey! Yes, this was my confession month, and we are in December. Happy December, girl. I pray, I hope, it is my desire and wish that you have had a good month in spite of everything that's going on, in spite of all the challenges, in spite of this unprecedented time. It's still my hope and my desire that you are walking in your divine blessing and a divine authority and divine purpose. So this month was the month of confessions. We are wrapping this up. This is the end, and then going deeper into December, I'm going to have so many surprises for you. You guys are going to walk with me through this journey. I'm not going to share what that is just yet, but you'll find out soon enough. And okay, really? That's totally impromptu. Whoopsie. Okay, and so we're back. So, yes, I'll be sharing a lot of little goodies for you next month. You'll be walking with me through my journey on something in particular. But tonight, if you see, I have this lovely keyboard here. Dun, da, da, da. Does that mean I am a keyboard player? Absolutely not. I'm going to play for you what I know. That's all I know. Why do I know that? Because when I was a youngin', a little young girl, I had a keyboard. I wanted a keyboard so desperately. Before that, years and years before, when I was probably about 7 or 8, my mother bought me an organ because I wanted a piano. I didn't know the difference. I was this little black kid, my mom working, making, I think, minimum wage, and I'm telling her I want a piano for Christmas. But she did buy me this organ. This organ was so tattered by the time it left our apartment because my cousins would come over and beat up on it, and they're little boys. You know, boys are a little rougher than little girls are. And then when I was a little older, probably about 5 years older or so, I wanted a keyboard because I always wanted to learn to play the piano. I was told my fingers are too short. Well, here it is. I am almost 50 years old, and I have vowed to myself that I would not. Confession, ding, 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 ding. Where's my bell? Oh, I lost my bell. It fell on the floor. I can't find it. I have a cowbell. Yes, I'm leaving all this in on purpose, but I couldn't find my bell. But ding, 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 ding. I am not dead yet. And this is my confession, my last confession of the year. I am confessing that I always wanted to play the piano. Despite my little stubby, short fingers, doesn't matter. I still want to play. So, I hope that didn't crucify your ears. But guess what? My confession is that I am not going to let anyone and their thoughts and their judgments or their observations stop me from doing what I want to do. If 2020 has taught us nothing else, it has taught us two things: how precious life is and how unpredictable life is. You've heard it said so many times before. You want to make God laugh? Tell him your plans. I had all types of plans this year. I was supposed to host my annual conference in April. Of course, that didn't happen. And everyone said, well, do it online. I don't want to do it online. I didn't want a Zoom conference. I didn't want these virtual conferences. Nothing wrong with them. And in the future, I probably likely will do one or two or 20. I don't know. But this year, I did not want to do a Zoom conference. So I canceled. And this year has taught us to be flexible, but it's also taught us to learn how to adjust and be grateful for what is left. So here you see, this was delivered today. My keyboard. And of course, it has a piano. So I am going to be on YouTube looking up videos on how to play the piano. Of course, I can change it. Y'all hear that? This is your girl. We have to learn to be vulnerable and not care what anyone thinks. And this is the year that you should have learned that. This is the year that we have to take everything that God has given us, thank Him for it, thank Him for what is left, and press forward, right? Press forward for whatever is left, whatever we are capable of doing. Now, I'm not diminishing. I understand that I wasn't hit as hard as some people were. I know a lot of people who weren't hit that hard, but then I know some people who were hit very hard. I know some people who actually had to overcome this COVID-19 in, oh my gosh, unsurmountable circumstances, in these horrible situations, yet they're still here. I also know some people who've lost loved ones to this COVID-19. So I have been careful. I have been adhering to the mask and the 6 feet of social distancing. I have not been going out, no parties for me and all that stuff. I've been responsible. And yet some other people who've been responsible have also contracted this virus. So I am thankful, I am grateful, and I hope you are thankful and grateful too for whatever is left. If you're an overcomer of COVID-19, thank God that you overcame. If you still have your job during these ridiculous times, and they're ridiculous, but this too is the day that the Lord has made. We shall rejoice in these times no matter what we're seeing. Yes, it is trying. Yes, it is testing our faith. Yes, it's testing what the fiber of what we really stand on. And what I learned, what I know in every challenge, in every traumatic event in my life is that God is the same yesterday, today, and forevermore. So we must take every opportunity and seize the moment. 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 That is my word for you. Seize the moment. Seize the moment. Seize the moment. I know I sound like hot trash right now playing this, but guess what? My plan, yeah, God, I hear you. I know. My hope, be it God's will, the Lord willing, as the old folk used to say, my hope, my plan, my target, my goal is to learn to play at least 4 songs all the way through by my birthday. And that is in April. So you guys hold me to that. Hold me to it. Hold me accountable. 4 songs. The month of April is the 4th month. I want to learn a song per month. I know I still need to learn the basis, and I am going to learn the basis, and I still want to learn a song. I want to learn 4 songs actually by April, by my birthday. So I am challenging you to do something, go and snatch those dreams that you had as a child. Go and restore that lost hope that you had. There are so many things I wanted to be when I was a child, and trauma came in and readjusted and shifted everything that I thought I knew that I would do with my life. And so what? I'm almost 50 and I'm taking it back. So what? There's still breath in my lungs. I still have life. I can still enjoy my life. I can still sit before you and chat with you and ask you, challenge you to come out of your shell. This is forcing me to come out of my shell. Out of my shell. Yes, I know it's loud, it's rude, it's abrasive, it's a little crunchy and odd, but isn't that like life? Before we learn the rhythm of life, before we learn to walk in faith, before we learn to cast our cares upon the Lord, for He cares for us, that's about how life feels. Clunky, disorganized, out of sync, out of whack. But guess what? God is the same yesterday and today and forever, and His grace and mercy lasts forever, and He will be right there in that same place that you left Him in, even if you threw a tantrum in the middle of the floor because you didn't understand, even if you felt like it was unfair. It probably was, okay? It probably was. I get it. So many unfair things have happened to me, but God is still right there, and you can go back and meet Him and thank Him for what's left, and then make something beautiful out of what's left. I plan to make some beautiful music out of what's left. Out of what's left. So I invite you to go on this journey with me. Tell me in the comments, what are you challenging yourself to do? What are you reviving? Those lost dreams, hopes, and visions. What are you going back and saying? I know the enemy came to steal, kill, and destroy, but God, He always makes a way of escape for us. What is it if He told you that He is going to restore everything that the cankerworm and the palmer worm have stolen from you, then you too have to have a responsibility. Once God has given it back, even before you see it tangibly, physically, you got to start speaking that thing, because words have power. Words are creative. Words are creative vibrations. I had to calm myself down. Words are creative vibrations. So when we speak those things, we are creating in the atmosphere, and it has to go somewhere. So it's going to come back. All the things that you speak on you, they come back to you. And all those things, even that you speaking over other people, they still come back to you too. Okay, so be careful and mindful of your words. And that is all I have. This is my confession. I always wanted to learn the piano. I'm deciding now is the perfect time to do it. And yeah, I'm excited about it. What are you going back to reclaim? Reclaim that destiny, reclaim those desires, reclaim those hopes, those dreams, those visions that you surrendered or that you felt the enemy stole from you. Reclaim it. You have power to create. You have power. He's already given us power to create wealth. We don't just go out and create money. That would be what do you call this? A forgery? That would be forgery, right? We don't go out and create money, but we create the thing that creates the money. We have the power to create. So go out there and create it. Tell me, how are you coming out of your shell? How are you coming out of your shell with me? Because this is not comfortable. Do you hear me? It's not comfortable. It's not. I am coming out of my shell in front of a camera to share with you that we all can take off our masks, indoors, of course, as you're quarantining with your family, of course. But you can take off those spiritual masks, those emotional masks, those mental masks, those masks of pretense. You can take them off and you can come out of your shell and do those things that your heart desires. Till next time, guys, don't forget, this week, do one thing that makes you, that forces you, that invites you and encourages you to come out of your shell. It's so much more fun when you're free. Come out and be free with me. Until next time, I will see you guys next week. We will start a new series. I hope you have enjoyed the confession series, and I'll see you next Thursday. Have a wonderful week. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel so that you can get all the notifications. Turn that notification bell on so that you can get the notifications for next Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Bye, y'all. Love y'all. Bye, girl. Bye.